just got home from doing some shopping. I hope you can hear the sirens. All day again. Not non-stop, but off and on all day from Matlock ambulance service and yeah, them. They're the ones doing it. Well, I don't think that's the name, but the people in Matlock, the ambulance service. So I went to go shopping today, and I'm just eating right now. So I got to the shop, and being targeted all the way. MI6, MI9, MI8, number plates, all that crap. Get to the shop. As soon as I get there, there's like a Christmas themed brass band there. Now they weren't playing, right? As soon as I go into the entrance, because they were in the entrance. As soon as I go into the entrance, right? And all that bullshit. Playing the music. So also, I think they tried to do what happened last time again. Now I know how they did it. So if you might, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but a while ago, I got some salmon from there, right? And I was sure I had the salmon. Okay. Look in my shopping bag, it's not there. So I'm like, where's it gone? How's it gone? Have they pinched it? Have they done this? And I'll tell you how they did it. So, I'm going shopping and there's perps in there thinking I can't see them. I can see them and, doing hand signals and all that bullshit. Now, this is how they subliminally let you know what they're doing. So I'm coming through and I hear a woman say something like, oh, it's the technology. I heard her say something like that. It's the technology. So I'm going through. There's people. If you ever gone shopping as a TI, you know how they try and block the aisles and get in your way and all this stupid shit. So, I've got all my food, and I'm going to. It's trying to make me forget right now. I can feel it slipping from my mind, but it's not going to work. So I can feel I'm going to, because they can do that as well. They can make you forget things temporarily, not permanent. Sometimes permanently, but perfect example today. So I've got all my food. I go to the checkout, and there's a woman there, and this woman, I think her name was Pauline. I think not Pauline from the job centre. Joanne or Pauline, it was either Joanne or I think it might have been Joanne, but she was a taxi escort, which is, when I was in school, I was going to specialist education, so I had to be took to, I'm not ashamed to admit it, that's how it went. I went there and they had to take me in a taxi. Well, the council paid to take me in a taxi. My family weren't paying. So I'd go to the school about, say, 30 miles away from where I lived. And she was in there. And one of the things they like to do in this program is they will use people from your past. You'll start seeing people from your past popping up, right? So she's there with like a weird look on her face. I don't know if she recognised me or not. I'm sure she did, because I'm sure she was there, intentionally. So I ignore her, because that's what I do. And then when I think it's deliberate, I just ignore them. I'm not going to say hello. I just ignore them. So I get my shopping, right? Get my shopping, and then I leave, thinking I've got everything. And the guy says, "Excuse me, sir, sorry, you forgot this." And then, boom, he's holding the smoked salmon. So check it out. They made me forget the smoked salmon again. I would have forgot it again if the checkout guy hadn't been kind enough to, tell me. Because last time I was like, where's this salmon gone? Where's it gone? I don't understand where the fuck it's gone. Have they pinched it from the house? Have they, I think that's what they did last time. They must have used the technology to make me think I had it, and made me forget to pick it up. Right? Made me forget to pick it up. See how they subtly reference it, right? When they say technology around me, right? So not only that, they tried to set me up again with the gate, going through the security gate. So I'm packing my food, right? And I guess they program. I'm sure that, I think how it works, it must work where they have some kind of sensor that detects when people go through, as well as the not only does it detect items, it detects how many people go through the shop, which makes sense because with that way they can determine how many people visit the store. But it's probably coupled into this. So I'm assuming what they did was they programmed the machine to go off when I came through, but they did it too early because some people from outside came through, and the alarm went off twice. Right, the alarm went off twice, and they heard them say, "What's going on? I've just come in the store. I haven't nicked anything." You know what I mean? So they had triggered some kind of these. It seems like these alarms in Sainsburys. I don't know about other shops, but definitely Sainsburys now. It seems, I know already they tried to set me up. They did last time. They had a perp come through, and then the alarm went off in front of me. So I just carried on because that guy didn't stop. So I'm like, if they stop me, they're gonna have to stop that guy too. But this is the kind of, I've had this happen before. The fake trying to make out you're shoplifting by setting the alarms off. It's harassment. It's been done again and again. So, two people come through, right, and the alarm goes off, whatever the noise it makes, and I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? Because I've never seen these shits go off from fucking people coming through on the front. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? What's going on here? So I'm just like, oh, whatever, man. If it goes, I'll just wanted to see if it goes off. I went through, it didn't go off. So what I think they did, they programmed it to go off, but they whoever's probably watching me through the CCTV, I felt like I was being followed in the store by certain members of staff as well. But there was one woman who, she was saying something on walkie-talkie when I was getting. She was basically obstructing she was pretending basically that there was a problem with the food. I could tell there wasn't because you didn't get anything out, but she was acting like there was a problem with the food in the food aisle where I was. That was in the fish aisle, in the seafood aisle. I was getting some fish. So, she says something on the walkie-talkie. Right. Another thing you notice is TIs is even when you go in a shop, at least for me, you'll constantly hear so and so, and they use this as a code, I think, for suspicious people. So you'll hear on the intercom, so and so to check out, so and so to check out. I constantly hear that, right? So I think they have a certain name when they say so and so to check out. Their probably code means suspected shoplifter, right, or something like that. So I heard before this woman turned up where I was, I heard someone say so and so to check out, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Back in my mind, I was thinking, because I was remembering it before when this has happened before. This is when shit like this happens. So I was getting ready for some bullshit. You know what I mean? So just after that, the woman starts talking on the walkie-talkie. So I think what they did, they tried to, basically frame me in suspicion frame, I guess. It's my term, but a suspicion frame is in a 50-50 chance of you get, it doesn't matter, it's harassment, but I guess they think, they probably perps have probably spread propaganda that I'm a shoplifter, probably using what happened in Sheffield years ago when they set me up, where I went into Curry's. I got some ink cartridges, right? I went into, Aldi, or whatever the fuck it is near Maresbrook Park, the one near Maresbrook Park, near the shopping centre. If you're from Sheffield, you'll know where that is, right? I can't remember what it's called, but the one at the bottom of Maresbrook Park. Right, I went into the Aldi there, or wherever it is. Lidl, I think, my bad, Lidl. Went into the Lidl, I'd gone to the Currys in the shopping centre, you know, at the bottom of Maresbrook Park. I got some ink cartridges, and I went into the Lidl, and the alarm went off as I left the shop. So the security dude's like, "You nicked anything?" I'm like, "No." "Have a look in the bag if you want." And I show him the bag and show him the ink cartridges. I'm like, "Oh, I've just got these from Curry's. You know, must have set the alarm off." So he let me go. Well, he better let me go, because if they hadn't, I would have fucking beat the shit out of that guy. But there we go. You're not restraining me for something I haven't done. But yeah, so after that, when I was going in the store, I noticed all of a sudden I was starting to be followed around the store by the security guards. So it's like they use that as part of their justification. They probably said, "Oh, he stole that from Curry's." Right, they probably said I stole the ink cartridges from Curry's and then put me on a list of people to look out for in shops, which they have. You know, they do have stuff like Pub Watch, but they have a shop one as well. So they probably put my picture on that shit, probably spread it here using that. So now they assume I'm a shoplifter, right? Because of that. So that's probably what happened today. You know, I'm on some list of suspicious people or whatever in the shop. You know what I'm saying? I think these shops, I'll be honest, I think these shops are already using facial recognition cameras, because I noticed when I was going to Co-op in Sheffield, specifically the one near Maresbrook Park, and the other one near, what's the park with the animals at? What's it called now? I can't remember. I used to go there all the time. I can't remember. You know, the one with the animal farm. If you're from Sheffield, you know what I mean. There's a Co-op up there. Right, I used to go in those to get my shopping, and when I went in, they'd target me with music. There'd be certain songs playing when I went into the shop. So I think they have coupled facial recognition without telling people to probably the staff in the shop don't even know it. I bet the staff in the shop don't even know, but they've got facial recognition, so they know when I go in, I'm the TI. So then they start these talk. That's because I was like, how do they know? How do they know, you know, that I'm there? But it makes sense now, because with all this facial recognition technology coming out. I'm like, oh, I bet that's how they were doing it. You know, they put me on some kind of list, and you know, basically, whenever I go in the shop, it triggers something. Alright? So my guess is the Co-op, because I'm probably on a list of shoplifters, even though I've not shoplifted, because they framed me. They've not got me arrested, but they framed me maybe to make it, well, definitely to make it look like I was a shoplifter. Probably put me on a list of suspicious people or whatever, and whenever I go in the shop, I'm on that list, and they know with the facial recognition. Alright, and they probably spread it to other stores too. So yeah, this is constant kind of stuff that's going on. But this is the kind of society they want you living. This is like that social credit bullshit, right? That social credit bullshit is basically how these motherfuckers are gonna basically get rid of the legal system. When I say get rid of the legal system, I mean with this social credit, they don't have to arrest you or lock you up. They can just say, right, you're scoring a low social credit. You can't have food. You can't go in this shop. This is like the mark of the beast and all that shit. They say, right, you can't go shopping in our shop. You can't use our services. You can't use YouTube. You can't use Facebook. This is the shit they're trying to bring in. So instead of locking you up physically, you're locked. It's like you're locked up psychologically, and you're pretty much locked out of the, just like in the mark of the beast, you know. You can't buy or sell because they've locked you out because your social credit's low. So this is how they can lock you up without locking you up. So So this is the way that China and other places are getting around the justice system. So undesirable people, when I say undesirable, it means people that are a thorn in the side of this authoritarian police state that is trying to be wrapped around the world, like me, who will expose everything they're doing and will fight it till my last breath. You know, this is the kind of thing they're going to do. So, yeah, this is like stealthy, you know, and people go, oh, they're not doing this, they're not doing stuff. Well, look at Gateshead with the 5G, how they've lied to people there. You think they haven't lied to people about other things? You know, in the shops and all that shit? They've already got the capability to do this shit, I think, in a lot of the shops with this facial recognition. I think they've already got this shit. So, yeah, man, that's just what happened today. Yeah. So that's what I've got to say.